And welcome to Monday night and another episode of Muddy Night Lights, powered by Farm and Home Supply. I'm Muddy River Sports Editor Matt Shuckman, hanging out with my trusty sidekick, Sports Director Chris Dewar. And dude, we're in some new digs tonight.
We have a new home.
We do. We've switched studios. We've moved our studio in the same building to a different spot in the same building. But yeah, we have our own sports studio now right here at the corner of 6th and Main in downtown Quincy. So welcome to the CDS Office Technology Studio.
New and plushly appointed.
We've got some new treats on the digs here. Thank you to Pittsfield boys basketball coach Brad Tomhay for the new Stockton basketball ball cap.
Excellent.
Jared Hoots hooked me up with a Brown County cap.
You.
So we got new setup.
New swag,
but the same old basketball, football, local sports talk we've always had.
What more could anybody ask?
And it's going to be a fun night right here in the CDS Office Technology Studio. Jada Brown, Quincy High School junior forward, will be joining us right here in studio at about 7:15. The Blue Devils had two good games at the Sophie Cunningham Classic. She had two really monster games herself. But, you know, the Blue Devils went 1-1 at the Sophie Cunningham Classic, had success, learned a lot, saw two really good opponents that they won't see anywhere else, and had a good experience.
Well, and that's what that tournament is all about. It's a spotlight tournament. There are big-time scouts there. Obviously, we saw the pictures of Kelly Harper there,
right?
You know, taking a look-see at the Blue Devils in particular. This is the second time we've seen her in the midst of Quincy High. I think she has her eye on a certain point guard down there.
I believe she does. Yes. I know there's an offer already has been made to Chloe Nicholson.
Indeed. So,
but if anybody is going to benefit from all the attention that Chloe Nicholson is getting, it's Jada Brown, Cameron Byquist, and Miley Longcourt.
Oh, absolutely.
Because they're in front of multiple college coaches now. They were, you know, during AAU ball, and they were last year. But the more eyes they have on one player or two players, the more eyes that are on all of them. And it's going to benefit all of them.
Well, I know Jada already has her fans as well for the things that she does incredibly well. There's a big spotlight game for them coming up as well a week from Saturday with Principia, a team they beat in this very event last year. And that's a big-time showdown with Deja Scott.
Yes, and so that's again, we talk about Chloe Nicholson being one of the top players in the nation. Deja Scott fits that bill as well.
She does.
So, that'll be the marquee girls game in the Quincy Shootout, which will be taking place at Blue Devil Gym. And the fact that that's less than 2 weeks away is crazy.
Hard to believe. This season has gone by in a flash.
So we've got a lot to get to. We've got the Muddy River Sports Pizza Ranch Superfan Shootout coming up the first weekend in February with a bunch of good games. We've got tournaments going on galore. The Winchester Invitational Tournament's going on right now over in Winchester, Illinois. Next week we've got the Tony Lenzini Tournament going on in Palmyra. The North Shelby Tournament's next week as well. The Hancock County Invitational is this week. There's a lot going on.
There is, but this is what you expect from January. It is wall-to-wall basketball, and then suddenly you get to the point where you're in regionals and districts, and the bottom drops out really fast, and we're left with a handful of teams.
This past Saturday, we had the Quincy Notre Dame Wrestling Invitational take place at the Pit. This coming weekend, we have two wrestling tournaments in our own backyard. The Quincy Invitational takes place at Quincy High School on Friday night and Saturday, and then the Hannibal wrestling team has its own invitational on Saturday.
That's a lot of great wrestling for folks who enjoy and partake. And good crowd last week at Quincy Notre Dame?
Yeah, it was. It was. And saw some good wrestling. I actually timed it almost perfect.
Good.
Because it's hard to judge, like, are you going to see the back draw? Are you going to see the championship bouts? Like, you don't know what time everything's going to play out.
Sure.
Well, when I got to the Pit on Saturday, they were just starting the semifinals.
I think after a couple of years, Jack Cornell has figured out the rhythm of this to keep it moving. And he does a great job, and his staff at the desk have turned that into a real art form.
So we'll have that. We'll have hopefully similar things going on both at Hannibal and Quincy High School this coming Saturday, because those are both big-time events.
That is going to be fun. And again, what more would you ask?
Well, I would ask for some help this weekend, but somebody's taking the weekend off
for
a very good reason.
Here it is, yes.
I wanted to give you the opportunity to brag a little bit.
I am going to tap out a little bit. My nephew is going to be in town from Sacramento, actually in the area, in the region. He's playing He is a travel hockey player, and he's good enough at this where he is homeschooled, and he and my brother and sister-in-law basically travel the country and play hockey. And he's going to be in St. Louis all this weekend, and it's a chance to see Tommy play a little bit. And he's coming off a 4-goal effort a couple of weeks ago in San Francisco. So
very cool.
He's playing really well, and I'm excited to see him. And my folks are flying in from California, so
you get to see all your family.
Yeah,
you get to see your
family reunion.
Play.
Yeah.
Which, have you ever seen him play in person?
I have a couple of times.
Okay.
Now. So this we did this last year when he was in Chicago.
Okay.
And this will be another chance to see him play. And usually when I'm home, he's got something going on, even in the middle of summer.
Right.
So even if it's a skate around, it's really fun to watch him play because, you know, the Dewar family in hockey, this is a relatively new thing. And finding out that my mom knows more about the NHL than, you know, my mom, who usually couldn't stand hockey for all these years, now knows more about the NHL than I probably do.
So for people who are unfamiliar with how hockey works, he's on a traveling hockey team right now.
Yes.
Is this the gateway to potential professional, or is he going to have to go to college and play, or do you know how that works?
I think Mark and everybody in the family is figuring that out kind of as they go along.
Okay.
But as Tommy's talent has increased, obviously the opportunity for him to do some very special things and play in front of folks has increased as well.
Because hockey seems to be very similar to baseball, where, hey, you can go to a minor league team out of high school and have opportunities. You don't have to go to college to get drafted, to get the next opportunity. And I didn't know if those, now is he age-wise, is he a senior? Like, if I know you said he's homeschooled, but
yes, he will be 14.
Oh, okay. So he's still got a couple of years.
Still got a couple of years, but he's finding his way. And again, I mean, it's been really good for him. How in Sacramento, California, you kind of find hockey and it becomes your thing. But we're really looking forward to having the chance to see him. He's played both back line and front. I think he's playing back on the front line now. Very talented skater, which, you know, if you take the Dewar family genes into account, that's a really big surprise.
Well, that was going to be my next question for you. Have you ever been on ice skates?
I have, and I'm terrible at it. I have no relative balance whatsoever.
Have you ever played a form of hockey of any type?
I have, but I was terrible at it. Okay. So, yes, I played floor hockey and was not good at it. No.
I've played floor hockey. I've played roller hockey. Dabbled a couple of times with ice hockey. Was terrible on skates, so I knew there was no way I could do that. I imagine this. I played goalie.
Well, that was probably smarter.
And
there's a lot to be said for that.
Had a blast. Obviously I played with one of the guys here in Quincy, Jeff Scott, who people know from the karting world, from, you know, Scotty's Fun Spot, you know, and all those things. What used to be Scotty's roller skating rink, you know, and all those things. Jeff Scott was one of the best roller hockey players I've ever been around.
Oh, I can imagine.
And he had opportunities to go to Colorado Springs with U.S. Olympic training and all that back in the day. The dude was phenomenal. Had a wicked wrist shot.
My old running mate Kurt LaBelle was a hockey guy.
Yep.
And had played a lot of roller hockey out with that group, and you know, had spoken very highly of a lot of those guys over the years. So
I had a blast doing it. It was a ton of fun. There was groups, and I remember back in the day. Obviously, we had floor hockey leagues at Quincy High School.
Okay.
But then you had groups that would get together and play at local elementary gyms or even the high school gym. You might have some that would get together on Sunday mornings. You know, you'd find somebody who would give you access to a gym and go play. It was a blast.
Oh, that's a super neat culture, and it's really neat to see this develop. And yeah, again, looking forward to seeing everybody, and looking forward to seeing Tom skate some more. So it's been really kind of eye opening with you know, just the level it takes to make yourself a tremendous hockey player.
But before you get to go do that, we got some business to take care of here on the home front as far as basketball games going on.
We do.
Over the next few nights.
And we have good guests tonight, too. You've done another great job.
We talked that we have Jada Brown coming in to join us here in studio. We'll go to the Hess Auto Agency hotline. Illini West senior swingman Wesley Robertson's going to join us here at the bottom of the hour. He who just reached 1,000 career points. Illini West is playing extremely well. He's headed to John Wood to play baseball, but he's got basketball stuff to attend to, and part of that is this week's Hancock County Invitational.
It is, and that's a big deal, and it's a chance to avenge themselves of a loss. To West Hancock, which happened in the tournament championship game at the Macomb Western Holiday Tournament. So there is a lot on the board for West and for the Chargers this week.
We're also going to be joined by Winchester West Central athletic director, head baseball coach, and now head football coach Grant DeWitt.
That was a funny conversation on Saturday morning. I turned to the athletic director at West Central High School and said, hey, have you finally found a football coach? And he looked at me and said, yeah. And I looked at him and I go, it's you, isn't it? He goes, yeah, it's me.
Okay.
I said, nobody said anything or done anything. He said, well, you know me, I don't put that kind of stuff into the ether, and I don't ever talk about myself. And I'm like, well, yeah, but people would like to know who's going to be running the program here. So.
And so we do have the Winchester Invitational Tournament going on this week, started on Saturday. We got games going on currently as we're talking right now. The first game of the night over there is being played.
The number 1 seed is in trouble.
It is. 2 minutes to go. South County leading Jacksonville Route 42-36. So interesting. Could have an interesting finish. But when I was messaging with Grant earlier today, he's like, yeah, I can sneak away. Because he's got a lot, I mean, he helps run that tournament.
Well, so, you have to realize,
so too. I wasn't sure he would be able to sneak away.
Brown County alum who will be, talking to us in the middle of the Brown County game.
So, but gracious that he'll do that. And then in hour number 2, Highland coach Matt Thomas is going to join us at the bottom of the 8 o'clock hour. They're coming off the Highland tournament. They've got a big game at home tomorrow night, the Battle of Lewis County. Canton taking on Highland in boys and girls. You're going to be there tomorrow night.
I am going to be there tomorrow night.
So he's going to join us to chat about his team, the growth of his team, and the work they're putting in. Obviously, he had to come in, and it's his first year at Highland, but we know him from his days at Palmyra, his days at Community R6. He's been at several different places.
Central Lee. Been a lot of great places, yes.
So, and you can see the improvements coming with those Highland boys. And it's just going to take a little time, but you can see the improvements coming.
One of the really great hires of the offseason, and it's really good to get Matt Thomas back in the culture for the benefit of a program that hasn't been very good in a minute.
Yeah, and so then we've got some other things going on tonight as well. We've got the Shuck 'em Up play of the week. We've got the best highlight wrangled up this week.
Pretty good one on that
Little
end.
Jess. And then we've got the adjustment of the week.
Do you know how many riffs I have for the adjustment of the week?
We're going to talk about that.
You're going to be slapping me by the end of the show.
Because they're going through my head too.
Yes.
So that'll be a lot of fun. That'll come up at the top of the 8 o'clock hour. We'll get to the adjustment of the week. Bada bing, bada boom.
Yes, we will.
So should be a lot of fun there. And again, we got some good basketball going on this week. Quincy High School's at home tomorrow night against Rock Island Alleman, coming off the victory over Springfield on Saturday.
It's a big win for them.
Yeah,
it kind of repositions them a little bit.
And a couple of our teams that we've seen have success, Quincy Notre Dame boys, the number 1 ranked team in Class 2A in the state. They don't play until Saturday. Quincy High girls got a little bit of time off. They play Thursday at Moline, so they don't have a midweek an early week game. We get some teams get the chance to get their bearings as they head into the home stretch, because when you sit down and look at it, we're 5 weeks away from postseason.
That's stunning, but again, it's starting to feel, you know how after the holidays that pressure kind of increases on everything?
Yep.
That's how it's starting to feel right now.
Well, our first guest is here,
Excellent.
ready to join us in our new studio.
She'll be the first one.
She will.
She can wear that badge of honor along with many others in her career.
She's the lid lifter.
She is the lid lifter.
I love it. And does a good job of making sure that the lid is not on the basket on the offensive end most nights.
She's pretty darn good with that touch around the basket.
Jada Brown will be joining us when we come back, so stick around. This is Muddy Night Lights, powered by Farm and Home Supply.
Since 1985, Hess Auto Agency has been your trusted source for pre-owned vehicles in the tri-state area. Families have experienced the Hess difference for generations and know they'll get the best vehicle buying experience in our region. With an ever-changing inventory, you'll find the right car at the right price. So when you want the best, don't guess. Choose Hess. Hess Auto Agency, 1124 North 24th in Quincy.
Top 5 reasons you should choose
Blessing Raymond College.
Small classes, peer tutoring, and lots of personal attention.
Financial aid opportunities, including grants, scholarship, and loan forgiveness.
Successful outcomes, from pass rates to job placement.
Hands-on learning, clinical experience at multiple sites, and no wait list.
The Simulation Center.
Master clinical skills in this state-of-the-art facility.
Be ready for anything.
What are you waiting for?
Enroll with Blessing Raymond College today.
Kitchen and Bath Gallery of Quincy. trained craftsmen, and expert contractors with friendly professional service. Our design team helps with every step of the process, guiding you from a vision to reality with uncompromised service. Trust your home to the local experts. Get a free quote today. From concept to creation, Kitchen and Bath create remarkable spaces and innovative builds. Kitchen and Bath Gallery, your home reimagined.
Are you as excited as we are that football season is back? Then you need to make Jersey's your one-stop destination for mouth-watering burgers, ice-cold beer, and all your local sporting events. So gather your crew and speed over to one of Jersey's 2 locations, 109 East Jefferson and Camp Point, or 115 East Main Street, Mount Sterling. Jersey's Bar and Grill, your hometown sports bar.
We love beer!
Welcome back to Muddy Night Lights, live from the CDS Office Technology Studios in downtown Quincy.
It's Monday night. We're talking basketball, Chris Stewart.
Hey, we're talking basketball with one of the best tonight to start off, to christen the new building.
Did you know that our in-studio guest tonight was our #1 pick in our fantasy draft?
I did know that, but that was kind of easy too.
It was.
Yeah, that was
because Jada Brown is that good.
She is that good, and so much fun to watch operate around the basket. She's gotten so smooth with that.
And she's just over there smiling. How are you, Jada?
I'm good.
Thanks for coming in the studio and joining us.
Thanks for having me.
You guys had a good weekend down at the Sophie Cunningham Classic. Got a win over Park Hill South on Saturday. Tough game against Stratford on Sunday. 2 good teams though, right?
Yeah.
What impressed you about the way you guys played in those 2 games?
I would say we moved the ball really well. Our defense was really good, our bench energy, and I think that was our defense really kept us in those games.
Jada, you've been really good on that stage down there in Columbia at the Sophie. What do you love about playing nationally ranked teams, blue chip opponents? What about that kind of gets you guys going?
I would say the environment. It's a really good environment playing in front of all those coaches, all those different people, playing in front of Sophie, and then just playing different types of teams that we probably wouldn't even be able to play here.
Are you able to concentrate on the game itself when you look over in the middle of your game and Sophie Cunningham's sitting on your bench?
Yeah, I concentrate. I don't really see anyone outside when I'm on the court. I don't really pay attention, really.
But after the game, you got the big chain, you got the great picture with Sophie and Lindsay. How cool was that? I mean, just afterwards.
That was really cool. I mean, they're both really nice, really down to earth. I mean, Sophie came in our locker room on yesterday on Sunday and talked about how she was always there for us, even if she's really down to earth, and that's something that's great, amazing.
What do you gain from that? From being able to talk to a professional athlete kind of one-on-one like that? What do you gain from that?
Just show what you can do, and even how amazing she is, and what she does, and giving back. That's something I would want to do in my future.
I spent a lot of time, Jada, driving back tonight from a game thinking about you and the Sophie, and last year that you guys beat Principia and you gave 20 to Deja Scott, and not many people do that. And you get a chance to rematch with them a week from Saturday. I know your focus is on what's ahead of you, but in the back of your mind, that's got to be a red letter game on the calendar for you, is it not?
Yeah, I'm really excited. We went into overtime with them last year, so I think it'll still be a really good game.
When you play against an opponent like that you know is nationally ranked, you faced that this weekend. One of the girls was going to the University of Texas, and does that raise your level of game?
It's a really great opportunity to play against those type of people. It builds me as a player, and it helps me to become better.
I know at 6'3", Deja's really hard to guard, but in reverse of that, you've become super hard to guard, and they've got to guard you as well. Do you just kind of feel like your confidence in your bag of tricks in the low post is such that you don't care who it is, you're going to find a way to score against anybody?
I really worked hard over the summer with my dad, and I think it's really showed off. And then if they do try and stop me, I'll always pass to my teammates that are open. I know they'll be able to make a play.
We're hanging out with Quincy High School junior forward Jada Brown right here in the CDS Office Technology Studio. Obviously, Dad played college basketball, Quincy University. For those who don't know, Ryan Brown. How much of an influence has he been on your game?
He's been a really big influence. Him and my brother and my mom, all of them really have pushed me to be a better basketball player and a better person on and off the court.
Yeah, you do have a great support system. How critical is that to everything that you do? Because you have different kinds of sounding boards knowing mom and dad.
Yeah, I mean, they, like, even if, like, I know, like, even if I, like, think I can't do something, they'll always push me to be better. They always, like, help me in the gym, always work out with me, so I think that's a really big benefit.
Your older brother Camden playing at North Central College over in Trenton, Missouri right now, and having success. Mm-hmm. How much do you keep tabs on what he's doing? Because you're busy in your own season.
Yeah. I mean, I try and watch some games. He tells me his stats all the time. Yeah.
Why doesn't that surprise you?
Yeah, I mean, it's really fun to look up to him and like learn from him since he's in college and I'll be in college soon. So it's really fun to look up to him.
Well, he's had the challenges of going to a junior college, having to sit, having to redshirt, then finding his way. Mm-hmm. Has that helped you kind of go, okay, I see what he's done, I see how he's handled things. As I'm looking at colleges and doing the thing, is that influencing you?
Yeah, I mean, since like when he was in Texas, like in the middle of nowhere, redshirting, I mean, that's pretty hard for him. Yeah. So it's like kind of like a blessing for me to a 4-year school while like he had to like go to a 2-year school in redshirt. So I think that's put something in my mind that like it's a blessing to be able to go to a 4-year school.
I don't want you to reveal any secrets yet, Jada, about what your future is, but what's the ideal setting for you? Is it finding someplace early, committing and getting it over with, or do you like the process? Or kind of where are you with the whole, because you've seen it play out for your brother, where are you kind of with the whole recruiting thing, for lack of a better word?
I haven't decided yet. I'm still talking to some coaches, but I think the main thing goes down to like the type of coach and like if I have a relationship with the coach and like the type of play style if I fit into it.
That's awesome. It's about fit, isn't it? Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Obviously, you've got time still. You're just a junior. But have you given thought to what the academic side might look like? Where you want to go in that route?
I'm not really sure yet. I don't know.
Got plenty of time.
Yeah, you can figure that out when you get there. That's part of the fun. What do you guys have to do to get better? I mean, you've had a really good run to this point. You played a super tough schedule, trips to the Sophie, trips to Tipton, all of these things. What do you guys have to do, Jada, to kind of parlay that into the kind of stuff that's going to win you a regional and a sectional down the road?
I mean, we really talked about like starting off strong. I mean, the couple games that we've lost, we like haven't been starting off strong. So I would say starting off strong, having that energy and having that confidence.
One of the things that has jumped out about you guys is there were some known commodities. Yourself, Chloe Nicholson, Miley Longcourt, Madeline Hamby, all coming back. Yeah. Cameron Byquist played some last year, but has really blossomed and is really a tenacious player. Is she a Bulldog?
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's amazing to have her on a team. In practices, she's always getting those offensive rebounds, and in games, she's like against Stratford in the Stophy Cunningham. We were down by like 14. She told us that it's not done. We can do this. Come on, guys, let's fight. And I think it's a really amazing teammate to have to like never give up on herself and her teammates.
You're so young, and it seems like you've been playing forever now at Quincy High School. But there are younger girls on that team that now look to you. Do you feel that mantle of leadership different, Jada, than when you were a freshman and a sophomore?
Yeah, I feel like my freshman year, like I had leaders to look up to. So the last 2 years, I feel like I developed more as a leader because I know like I like have a big spot in this program, so I have to lead.
Well, but think about this as well. I don't know if you would have been comfortable sitting here with us talking 2 years ago as a freshman, maybe even last year.
Yeah, I feel like I would not been able to.
Do you remember the first time I interviewed you?
Probably. It was probably terrible.
Yeah, you were like, okay, I'll talk to you. You know, but that comes with maturity. That comes with being exposed to all the things you get exposed to. How much do your parents help with that of reminding you, hey, embrace this, embrace the attention, embrace the challenges that come with it?
I mean, yeah, they really do help a lot. I mean, yeah, they just help a lot.
Something you love to do this time of year that kind of gets you out of basketball mode when you are in need of a break, Jada. What is it you do? Where do you go? How do you kind of, especially like after a game maybe you're not pleased with, is there a funk breaker for you or an icebreaker for you that makes life feel a little better outside the basketball court?
Most of the time I just go home and lay in my bed.
Love that. It can't beat that deal. That's a great deal.
Yeah, why not?
Most honest answer of all, yes.
Who's more competitive, you or Camden?
I don't know. I feel like we're both really competitive. That's really I don't know.
Were there battles growing up?
Yeah, we've always played one-on-one. We still always play one-on-one, so I feel like there's always a battle between us. Who scores the most points? All that.
Can you beat Dad yet?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I sometimes.
We need a camera out there for that one.
Yes, no doubt.
So, question for you about your team. Is there a secret drive engine among those girls? Somebody who kind of, when practice is going wrong, is kind of the person that snaps everybody back to it?
I mean, I feel like all of us do that. I mean, like, if, like, I know, like, we're not doing, like, the best we know we can do. I mean, I, like, tell them, like, come on, guys. But someone who does that a lot is, like, Cameron. She's, like, very vocal. She helps us get back in shape. Remember, like, she always tells us to believe in, yeah.
Your victory Saturday over Park Hill South was Coach Brad Dance's 116th career victory, making him the winningest Quincy High School coach. Did he get excited, or did he stay the way he always does?
See, we didn't even know about it until we saw, like, the OB's post about it, so he didn't even tell us about it.
Does he ever get animated?
No, he's always has a serious face, never smiles, never nothing.
Not surprised. How cool is it for you guys, though, to give him that?
I mean, I think it's an honor to, like, help him achieve his goals. Like, he's helping us achieve ours.
Well, you got a lot of goals ahead of you. I know you guys go on the road Thursday night to Moline for another Western Big Six Conference game. Western Big Six Conference Championship has got to be one of those goals, doesn't it?
Oh, yeah. All of us have said that since the beginning of the year, since last year.
And that can propel you to bigger goals, i.e. winning a regional.
Mm-hmm.
Have you given yourself that opportunity to go, and it would be so awesome to win a regional?
Yeah, I think all of us have thought, like, it would be amazing to finally win a regional, like, for the first time in, like, forever.
All of these hard games, they'll have to help you with that because you really have played a gauntlet of teams this year, right? You know, and who's who, and as you touched on, teams you don't normally see. There's not a style out there you haven't seen yet, is there?
Yeah, I think that's a big benefit for us, and I'm like when Coach Dance always like tells us that we need to get the exposure, and we're going to play hard teams this year. I think it's really good for us for regionals because we won't be playing as good of those teams or even better teams, so it'll prepare us.
Well, you've got some work to do, but you can have fun doing it.
Yes.
And I know you will need to get back to work, so thank you for taking the time to come in and join us tonight. It's been a lot of fun.
Thank you for having me.
Thanks for christening our new studio. We crushed it. Yeah.
What a great interview.
That was awesome. Really appreciate it. Good luck Thursday night at Moline.
Thank you.
That's Jada Brown, Quincy High School junior forward, joining us right here in the CDS Office Technology Studio. We are going to take a break. When we come back, we're going to hit the Hess Auto Agency hotline and talk to Illini West senior swingman Wesley Robertson. So stick around.
Decade after decade, Farm and Home Supply has been the place families turn for jeans that last. For style or for work, our jeans are made for every walk of life. Generation after generation, denim runs in the family at Farm and Home Supply.
We believe that accessing care close to home is better for you and better for your family. For 120 years, Hannibal Regional has been committed to providing community-based, contemporary health care, from state-of-the-art surgical care to innovative cancer care, and now life-saving open-heart surgery. We are dedicated to expanding access to exceptional care in each of the communities we serve. Hannibal Regional, why go anywhere else?
So what separates us most from all the other dealerships is the Toyota brand itself.
Once they buy a Toyota, they never buy anything else. #1 vehicle on the market, the best sedan on the market, some of the best reliable trucks on the market. And our main goal here is to try and get our customers the best payment possible.
We know the process and we pass that along to you.
We're simply looking to buy vehicles off the street.
And we want all makes and models of vehicles.
And you don't even have to buy anything in return. We'll just simply purchase it from you.
We can purchase a vehicle in 10 or 15 minutes or less.
Meet us at the Scoreboard, 8th and York in Quincy.
The home of Quincy's best cheeseburger is now under new ownership. All our time-tested menu items, along with some great new additions, all cooked on our perfectly seasoned grill, are waiting for you.
new wings and new sauces.
Ice cold buckets at some of the best prices in town.
Or even in a frosted mug.
Corner bar comfort for your favorite game on 7 big screens. Or play your own game and win big.
The Scoreboard, 8th in York and Quincy.
Area Distributors is a provider of products and services in the restaurant environment, the school environment, the factory environment, the office environment, and in healthcare settings.
That's the value of Area Distributors, is that we help our customers out by providing them more product as one distributor.
I can tell you, if you call us and have a need, you're going to get timely response.
It's all about passion.
Welcome back to Muddy Night Lights, powered by Farm and Home Supply. I'm Muddy River Sports Editor Matt Schuckman, hanging out with Sports Director Chris Stewart. We're having a couple technical difficulties getting our next guest on the Hess Auto Agency hotline. We'll get it figured out here momentarily.
Sounds like we're pretty close, though.
I think so, too. We're having some connectivity issues, so hopefully we're getting there momentarily. But again, Jada Brown, fantastic interview. Thank her for... huge thank you for coming in and joining us.
You
that was
touched
great.
on it. She has improved so greatly, not just as a basketball player, but in doing interviews and handling the everything else. She's kind of made for this work now.
Yeah, and again, I think being around all of these college coaches has made an impact on her, and I think it's made an impact on our next guest because he's gone through the recruiting process. He's already made his determination where his next step is, which is probably, I'm guessing, is allowing him to play really free this winter. And that's Illini West senior swingman, Wesley Robertson. Wesley, how are you tonight?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Good. Thanks for joining us. Sorry about the technical difficulties getting you on the air there.
It's all right.
Good. Hey, you guys have had a fun winter so far. As I just mentioned in the intro, you've already made your college decision, going to play baseball at John Wood Community College. Is that allowing you to just enjoy basketball season and just play free?
Yeah, it takes a lot of pressure off my shoulders knowing that I don't have to make a big decision coming up in the spring, and it just allows me to play free, keep my mind open, and just attack every day.
Before I get into any of the basketball stuff, I want to talk to you a little bit about your baseball, because you are about as good a guy hitting at the plate with runners in scoring position as I can ever remember. What's your secret, Wesley, to driving in all those RBI? Because you are fair to say about as good as we've seen.
Yep.
I just go up there knowing that if I have runners in scoring position, just to do a job and don't try to do too much and just help the team out, when in the end it's about how many runs we have as a team and how many I have as myself. So just going up there with the approach to do my job helps a lot, and that's what I try doing, and it's successful a lot most of the time.
Wesley, I know you and I talked about this when we did a Shuck on a Truck episode. How much do you love baseball?
Yeah, I like it a lot. Played it since I was really young, just fell in love with it ever since the start, and I just stuck with it, and it's a good decision.
John Wood has done a tremendous job getting guys from the 2-year to the 4-year level. I assume that's the goal for you. What are the things you think you need to improve baseball-wise just to get where you want to ultimately be, Wesley?
Probably need to get a little stronger, probably a little faster, and just keep working on strength and conditioning, and also just get back into the flow of baseball and get my body back into how it feels.
But strength is part of your game when it comes to the basketball court as well. How much do you enjoy the physical play that comes with banging around down there and fighting your way to the rim?
Yeah, it's pretty fun knowing that I have guys coming at me a lot and just having to go through all the contact to play, and it just makes the game more fun rather than just having wide open layups. And going through the contact just gives me more confidence and makes me know that I'm a strong player and helps me a lot.
I mean this in the most complimentary way possible. You are unorthodox as a scorer. Do you sense that gives people really a lot of trouble guarding you, even and especially bigger guys? Because you neutralize size really well.
Yeah, I just know that I can use my strength and my speed when I'm down low to get me the open shots I need. And even if there's bigger guys on me, I know that I'm smart enough to make a move to get them to jump on a pump fake or get a spin move on them just to find the openings and get the shots or just kick out to my teammates.
We're talking with Wesley Robertson, the Illini West senior swingman, who's headed to John Wood Community College to play baseball. Right now, he's in the midst of basketball season, and the Chargers are having a run of success. How much did getting to the title game of the Macomb Western Holiday Tournament give you guys confidence?
We knew that coming into the tournament, we'd have a lot of hard games to play, and knowing that we can beat anyone there and getting it to the championship showed that we can beat anyone, and it just gave us a lot of confidence going into the second half of the season, knowing that we can play with anyone, any of our competition, especially knowing how good our regional and sectional is going to be.
One of those anyones was Macomb, a team that had given you guys some past trouble. Just how satisfying was it to finally get over the top on those guys?
Yeah, we haven't beat them since I've been in high school, which coming out and beating them at Western at a court that I'll never play at again gives us a lot of excitement and confidence because they're a really good team, and we know that we haven't beat them in the past, but now getting over the hill and just we got to keep pushing forward.
Well, and one of the team you lost to in the championship, you're going to see again at the end of this week because it's the Hancock County Invitational this week. How much does this event mean to you guys because it is your home county?
It means a lot to us, especially knowing that out of sports or out of school, a lot of these kids still know each other and can talk to each other. But going into this week, it's just we know that we have a lot of competition coming up, and we got to prepare really well and just try being the top of our county.
Miles is playing really good. Grady's playing well. Ethan's healthy. Do you feel like you have more help now, Wesley, than maybe you did in the past with it? And the big guys? Gosh, forget how good the big guys have been. Do you feel like you guys are a more complete team than you've been in the past?
Yeah, we got a guy to fill every position. We all trust each other, have a lot of confidence in each other, and just know by sharing the ball, and we have 5 scorers on the court at all times, even with our big men in. They help get rebounds as well, which gives us more opportunities to score, and just having the confidence in each other and having a successful person in each spot on the court just helps a lot.
You've got a coach at Blaze Kimmel who's a basketball junkie. Does that rub off on you guys and make you guys want to embrace the sport even more?
Yeah, knowing that he's all basketball, even out of practices and games, and how he watches film all the time, just gives us a boost to go play hard and play hard for him, knowing that he does a lot for us.
Coach Rass is back this year. How easy is it to hear him everywhere on the floor? Because he might have the best, loudest voice in all of coaching.
Oh, you can hear him wherever you are on the court. He's always trying to coach us, make us better. Always knows where to be for us and what we should be doing differently to make us a better player.
Now, he gave Chris Stewart here some grief because we considered you guys one of the sleepers in the Macomb Western
Holiday. We called you the
Holiday.
dark horse and thought maybe you had a chance to do what you did. So, yes.
And Coach Rasmussen gave Chris some grief about that. Does Coach Rasmussen give you any grief about anything?
Oh, he gives all of us on the court and on the team grief all the time, no matter what it is or what it's about.
So you have another chance, another shot coming at West Hancock. Just how big is that for you guys based on what transpired in that title game?
We know that we were tired during the title game, but we know that we can still handle them. We can still go at them and compete with them. But first, we got to get past the other teams this week, which we got to prepare for just as much. And when we get to Saturday, we're just going to have to play with a lot of confidence and trust each other and hit some shots.
Well, that Unity team has been playing well. Beat Liberty last week in an overtime. There's no gimmies, are there?
No, there's not really any gimmies in our area when it comes to playing basketball, knowing that all schools around us or in our region are really good at what they do and just play together as a team.
What's that next step for you guys to be a team that can win a regional? What do you have to improve?
We just got to keep improving every single day, focus on the little things rather than the bigger things, knowing that keep trusting each other, keep having confidence in each other, keep sharing the ball, playing defense, got to keep getting better at defense, especially second half defense, knowing that we get a little tired or lazy in the second half coming out of halftime, so we need to just keep improving to get better after that.
Bonus question, who's the best golfer in the family?
Colby.
Okay, that was a lot more honest than I expected.
Wes, you hit a scoring milestone recently, got your 1,000th career point. Do those things matter to you right now?
It's a good accomplishment of mine, but I just know that as a team, we got to keep improving and we got to keep going, especially when we want to go deep into playoffs. So I don't really mind it, but it was still a good accomplishment.
They gave you the silent treatment in the locker room afterwards and then threw water all over you. How much fun was that? Because it looked great on video.
It was really fun. Kimmel told me to go race crap in there and get everyone hyped up, and I tried. Then it was quiet, and I sat down and just felt like a shower and had to clean up a mess. And it was the most fun we've had for a while in the locker room.
Well, it seems like you guys all get along really well and have fun together. Is that true of how this team is?
Yeah, we all get along really well. We all hang out of school. In school, we talk to each other. We're all close with each other. No one doesn't like anyone, and it just helps that our team bonding is really close.
You guys have played really, really well. I mean, keep this up because it's made things incredibly interesting.
Yeah, we know that. We're a good team, and we just got to keep pushing forward every single day and keep playing better and getting better every single day.
Well, Wes, good luck this week in the Hancock County Invitational, and we really appreciate you taking time to join us tonight on Monday Night Lights.
Thank you for having me.
That's Wesley Robertson, the Illini West Senior Swingman, on the Hess Auto Agency hotline. He's having a phenomenal senior year. That team is really improving, and that team's pretty salty.
The dots connect better now, and a lot of it is they've got shooting. And that makes Wes and what he does down low. I mean, it really is funky. It's hard to deal with his spin moves, and he finds ways to make people cross their feet.
And he's physical.
He
can take the body contact and still finish.
Well, it's a nice combination. And if that's your alpha, and you've got guys like Miles Weir on the outside and Ethan Carlisle who can threes, everything kind of connects a little better.
So we've got the Hancock County Invitational taking place this week. Those games are being played at Southeastern.
Yes.
And Saturday night is when West Hancock and Illini West will go head-to-head, presumably
the de facto championship.
For the championship.
Yes.
So we'll see if that plays out. But should be a fun week of basketball there in Southeastern.
It always is. And I love the fact that they move it around. And someday, if I ever hit the Powerball, I'm going to go to Dallas City and reopen that gym, which apparently is damaged beyond belief, because that was the greatest of all Hancock County tournaments. What was that, 1999?
Yeah.
Was such a fun tournament in that atmosphere.
Well, good luck winning the Powerball.
It hasn't happened yet. Someday, Chuck.
We'll see what happens. Hey, we need to take a break because we got a coach waiting to join us on the other side of the break, who's got a lot going on tonight, including watching his alma mater play.
Yes, he does.
And running a tournament.
And preparing for football season.
That's right. So stick around. Grant DeWitt will be joining us next, right here on Monday Night Lights, powered by Farm and Home Supply.
When you trust your healthcare needs to MDH, you'll receive the highest quality, compassionate care from our nationally accredited medical departments and award-winning staff. We are here for you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, providing exceptional care right here in Macomb. We also accept Aetna, Healthful Inc., Blue Cross Blue Shield, and most other insurance plans for your convenience. McDonough District Hospital, your regional healthcare partner, growing our legacy one patient at a time.
Does the thought of retirement overwhelm you? You are not alone. For over 25 years, Benson Financial Group has helped people just like you craft a plan to retire with purpose. Call us today in Quincy and Hannibal.
For 135 years, State Street Bank has stood as a pillar of trust and stability in Quincy, Illinois. For generations, families have trusted State Street Bank to be part of their biggest moments. We look forward to the future with gratitude and excitement. Thank you for being part of our journey. State Street Bank, 135 years of banking you can trust.
Neiman's, your neighborhood market.
Kitchen and Bath Gallery of Quincy. Trained craftsmen and expert contractors with friendly professional service. Our design team helps with every step of the process, guiding you from a vision to reality with uncompromised service. Trust your home to the local experts. Get a free quote today. From concept to creation, Kitchen and Bath create remarkable spaces and innovative builds. Kitchen and Bath Gallery, your home reimagined.
Not sure you're ready for retirement? With over 25 years of experience, the team at Benson Financial Group will meet you right where you are and craft a plan that's right for you. Call us today in Quincy and Hannibal.
Welcome back to Muddy Night Lights, live from the CDS Office Technology Studios in downtown Quincy.
Welcome back to Muddy Night Lights, powered by Farm and Home Supply. Matt Schuckman, Chris Dewar hanging out in the CDS Office Technology Studio. And we're not going to waste any time. We're going to go right to the Hess Auto Agency hotline because our next guest has a busy night already halfway through, and there's still a lot to do. And that's Winchester West Central Athletic Director, baseball coach, and now football coach, Grant DeWitt. Grant, how are you tonight?
Hey guys, doing well.
Thank you for taking time to join us. I know you got a lot going on with the Winchester Invitational Tournament taking place tonight, and an exciting first game over there tonight.
Yeah, I tell you what, it went down to the wire, and Route was able to draw up a set and hit a shot to tie it right before time expired. So we went to overtime, first overtime game of the tournament. And then, I mean, the number one team did what the number one team does. They finished strong and avoided the upset. But tell you what, it's one of the toughest fields, I think, since I've been the athletic director here in Winchester. Just a loaded field. Just great basketball is being played.
Grant, you guys did the seed meeting. You did everything. We knew Route Catholic was good. We knew Calhoun was good. We knew Brown County was good. Your alma mater. Bringing in Staunton changed the temperature of the room. You got a chance to see them this weekend. How legit is Staunton?
They are. They may be one of the best shooting teams I've ever seen at high school level. Over the summer, Coach Seasting does a really good job of getting teams to come in. So we don't go do a lot of the shootouts anymore. He kind of schedules 2 teams to come every Monday and do a triangular. And they were here this summer, and it's one of those things. You can't guard them. I mean, you get beat off the dribble and you help, and they kick to a shooter, and I mean, I tell you what, it's knockdown pretty much. There's a headline out there that one of their guys missed his first 3 in a game about 3 weeks ago and went on to make his next 10.
Yeah.
And it's not just one guy. You watch them warm up. I mean, they just tear the nets down with made shots. And that's a testament to their coach, Ty Locks, coached here back in the day for a year.
Good.
But just talking to some people down around that area, they have a very rigorous off season in terms of getting a lot of shots in, and it pays off because I tell you what, they can shoot it.
Grant, I know this week is challenging. It's probably exhausting for you and your staff, but how much fun is putting on the state's oldest tournament?
It's a blast. I had the luxury of playing in it back when I was in school, and at that time you never really understood the importance of the Winchester Invitational Tournament from a community side of things. This week it's one of the most important weeks of the year in terms of the Winchester community. Everyone, just the amount of support we get. I will say from my side of things, I love it. AD life is very challenging at times. And there's a lot of logistics that go into the tournament. But I always tell people that opening Saturday, 9 o'clock, once the ball's tipped, the hard part's done. It's such a well-oiled machine. We have so many phenomenal volunteers, from people cleaning up to running the concessions to our video board, now our broadcasting crew. and everyone just does their part. You don't have to sit here and assign, hey, and make sure things are done. We've been doing it long enough. And I mean, I was fortunate enough to come into a great group of people, and we just try to take it to the next level year after year. But I love it. It's fun. It's a great tournament. It's a fun week and a very exhausting week. But once that tip goes up, a lot of the worries and logistics side of things are done, and the tournament just runs itself.
The Jeff Lashmits, who spent 35 years parking cars, the Lori Herrings, who make the best hospitality suite in America, the Kent Coltises, who is the guiding spirit, yes, of this thing. You don't find people like that everywhere. They are so much a part of the tapestry of this thing. It really is the most unique tournament because it's uniquely Winchester, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. And it's just such a rich history. I mean, you talk about the Jeff Lashmit, 40 years of, actually it's 50 years. We just recognized them Saturday night, 50 years working here at the tournament. We recognized my father-in-law, Steve Moore, who's been working here at the tournament for 50 years. And he does the clock for not only every single tournament game, but he does the clock for every single junior high and high school boys game for us. You got Kent Coltis, the historian. I mean, I asked him the other day, or on Saturday, because Staunton was here, and I'm like, who has the most threes combined in a tournament? Bam, he can name it off. And you can be like, hey, who won the tournament back in 1932? And he'll be like, this team won it by this score. It's phenomenal. And it's just, like you said, it's a rich history. And it's just, I'm glad to be a part of it and to help carry on the tradition. And year after year, it's a sight to see. I mean, I would always encourage people. I know we have so many accesses to see it through WC Athletics, Central Illinois Sports, WEAI is here with the radio side of things. But if you would ever get a chance and you want to see some really cool, great atmosphere, small school basketball, make the trip to Winchester one time and just see the environment, see the process, see how things operate, from the kitchen to the concession stands to the rope holders. I mean, we have rope holders, water boys. We just try to do everything top notch, and it's a learning. We try to learn every year what we can do better the next year, and try to make little adjustments to give everyone the best experience. And that goes all the way from the players to the coaches to the fans and communities.
Maybe it's time for a shuck on a truck from the Winchester Invitational.
Yes, I've been begging for this for years.
I'm waiting to see you here, Shuck.
We'll make it happen. We'll make it happen.
I mean, we could do a shuck on the truck instead of the truck. I mean, Coach Seasting has this little table in the corner with 2 seats, and we could film it from right there.
Hey, maybe Thursday night. That's my destination.
That would be awesome.
There we go. You let me know, and we can hook you up.
Okay, well, we'll see what we can make that work.
So what has struck me, though, this year, Grant, because it always feels like going back in time a little bit, going to the Winchester Invitational, the shot clock has been kind of a jarring thing, but it's gone really well. Haven't been many mistakes at the end of clocks. Are you impressed with how well that's been handled so far?
Absolutely. I mean, from the amount of basketball I've seen, not only here, but I do a little bit of officiating as well. And high school basketball, 35 seconds is a long time, and you really don't run into a lot of shot clock violations. Last year, we tracked it. First year with the shot clocks, I mean, we tracked shot clock violations, rush shots, everything. And I think we had 15 total violations in 26 games last year. I think we had 25 rush shots.
That's incredible.
But it's one of those things. It's coming, and it's inevitable. You're not going to change it. Get used to it. I think the biggest thing that's going to happen with the shot clock are these schools trying to find someone that can run it, because there's so many little fine details as to the reset to 35 or reset to 20, or you don't reset it at all. I think that's going to be the toughest part for small schools, but we've been fortunate enough that we were able to get the shot clocks last year. And I have Adam Brockhouse, who's an official in the area and is doing college games, and he knows the shot clock really well. And I also have a former basketball player here, Tyson Brown, that also helps out run the shot clock. And you got to have someone that knows the game, can pay attention to the game, and is willing to sit there and learn the game from the shot clock point of view as well. But we are very fortunate to have the shot clock, and it's been a great experience. It really is. And I think the biggest thing with the shot clock, it changes late game strategy to where a team can't just hold it. You don't have to foul if you're within a couple possessions, to where you can play really good defense and hope for a stop. And it's cool to see the strategies that teams have tried to use here at the tournament.
Well, amidst all this basketball hoopla, we also found out that you have a new job title. Head football coach.
Yep, that is correct. Just something else to add to my busy schedule.
How excited are you, though, about taking a program that has a chance to build and grow and do some fun things?
Extremely excited. If it wasn't something I was passionate about or something that I had motivation to do, I wouldn't have applied for it. I've been very fortunate enough to be here. I've been here 10 years now. Started with Alex Ebbing when he was here, and then Adam Brockhouse was here for a couple years. In the last 7 years, Matt Coltis has been here, and I've been fortunate enough to be on the staff with all three of those guys. And it's just taking things you've learned through the 10 years, and it's going to be applying your own twist. And I'm really excited for that. I'm excited for the staff I'm putting together. And I'm excited for the kids and the buy-in that they've shown so far with a few off-season workouts, and just looking to move forward with it.
So you've been an athletic director, and now you're a head football coach. What do you make of the new IHSA deal? Loaded question.
Yeah, so I mean, I've had that question asked multiple times, and I'm very indifferent. I mean, I'm very old school in terms of the IHSA playoff is very unique in terms of not everyone gets there. And that's what makes it unique from every other sport within the IHSA. But I also think it is inevitable that it was going to eventually come. And for the WIVC, which I'm very passionate about, I think this was the best case scenario to keep the conference together versus the districts.
Good answer. Really good answer.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah. Grant, you have two young kids. How much fun is it to have them around your practices, your teams, this atmosphere?
Well, what's crazy, Chuck, is I got three of them now.
Oh, I didn't realize that. I knew you had two.
Yep. I got an 8-month-old boy.
Well, congratulations.
Yeah, thank you. So I got Decker, who's 5. I got Quinn, who's 3, and Griffin, who's 8 months.
Okay.
And it's a family atmosphere. I'm very fortunate enough to be married to my wife, who is very sports minded, and she's a saint for putting up with the long hours that I have, not only with coaching football and baseball now, but also the athletic director. I mean, I'm gone a lot. I spend a lot of hours, but my kids, especially the older ones, they've grown up around it. Right before I hopped on this call, my middle one was leaving, as he'd been here since 4:30 with me at the tournament, because the oldest one had a basketball thing, something new for him up in Jacksonville. And it's a family oriented business if you really want to be able to do it correctly. And that's, I'm very fortunate for my wife and my kids. And I hope all I do is, at the end of the day, I hope I didn't do a disservice to them, and I want to be as present as possible for them as well. But also all of our student athletes here at Winchester, West Central, Bluffs, Co-op.
I think you do a wonderful job of that, Grant.
Yep.
I made this joke to somebody the other day that there's probably a Muddy River Sports 30 for 30 out there about the Freaky Friday lives you and Jared Hoots have lived parallel to one another. Brown County guy leading West Central guy leading Brown County. Two pretty special communities, and it's just kind of interesting the way your careers have kind of reflectively mirrored each other.
Oh, absolutely. And I tell you what, Coach Hoots, I can't thank him enough for everything throughout the years. He moved to Brown County when I was a 7th grader, took over junior high basketball, and we formed a bond right away. And we talk so much throughout the year, whether it be football, basketball, and baseball. I mean, we're getting ready to start baseball, and we'll talk pretty much every day, every other day. And heck, he was in my wedding. That's just the type of friendship we have. And it's a very cool story just to see how it's all transpired. He grew up here in Winchester, moved to Brown County and settled there and started his family. And it's cool to see. I remember when his twin boys were born, and now they're 8th graders getting ready to start high school. And now I'm in Winchester. I've been here 10 years, and I got 3 boys that hopefully get the privilege of going through these programs over here. So it's very cool, very unique. And I value that friendship so much.
Well, Grant, thank you so much for taking the time to chat with us. I know you need to get back in the gym. Your alma mater's playing.
And winning.
And I'm sure you've got other things to do just to make sure the tournament's still going. So, man, thank you so much for taking a few minutes to join us.
No, absolutely, guys. Appreciate it. And it's very cool, the Monday Night Lights show that you guys do. And you're knocking out of the park with the whole Muddy River sports.
Well, thanks,
well,
buddy.
Bless you.
And we'll see. I may be in touch. I may be over later this week.
Hey, you let me know, and I'll have a spot for you, and I'll make sure Lori gets you some of her dessert.
You should see Dewar's face right now. I think he's jealous.
Super jealous.
Hey, man. Thanks,
Hey,
Grant.
I'm sure he'll be back over here as well.
Always.
Yeah,
Yes.
exactly. All right, Grant. We'll talk to you later, buddy.
Absolutely, guys. Thanks.
Thanks.
Bye.
That was Grant DeWitt, the Winchester West Central athletic director, baseball coach, now football coach, and just one heck of a guy.
And you're going to make my week if I finally get you to the Winchester Invitational. And you know whose week is going to be even more made?
Who's that?
Mr. Kilday.
Oh, yes. And maybe I can get him to go with me.
I'll tell you what, he'd show up in a heartbeat.
We might have to see if we can make that happen. So, again, Grant DeWitt, thank you so much for taking the time to join us tonight. In the middle of all that chaos, he was able to step away and join us. So that's much appreciated.
They are a well-oiled machine.
Yeah, it's pretty impressive what they do over there. We need to take a break. We got a lot to get to still in hour number 2. We just finished hour number 1. We got a whole nother hour to do.
Good. I'm ready.
Awesome.
I'm just getting warmed up.
Let's get to it. This is Muddy Night Lights, powered by Farm and Home Supply.
Since 1929, we've been here to serve our communities with the best products and the best service. You are the reason we go to work every day, and we thank you for that. After all, we live where you do.
Area Distributors is a provider of products and services in the restaurant environment, the school environment, the factory environment, the office environment, and in the healthcare settings.
That's the value of Area Distributors, is that we help our customers out by providing them more product as one distributor.
I can tell you, if you call us and have a need, you're going to get timely response.
It's all about passion.
Decade after decade, Farm and Home Supply has been the place families turn for jeans that last. For style or for work, our jeans are made for every walk of life. Generation after generation, denim runs in the family at Farm and Home Supply.
Since 1985, Hess Auto Agency has been your trusted source for pre-owned vehicles in the tri-state area. Families have experienced the Hess difference for generations and know they'll get the best vehicle buying experience in our region. With an ever-changing inventory, you'll find the right car at the right price. So when you want the best, don't guess. Choose Hess. Hess Auto Agency, 1124 North 24th in Quincy.
My philosophy in pediatrics is definitely prevention, early intervention, and advocacy. Being an advocate for my patients is one of the main reasons why I got into pediatrics in the first place. I like working close with families and being able to empower moms, especially first-time moms, or empower any caregiver. MDH Peds gives that family-centered care. My name is Leilani Segura, and I am a pediatrician at McDonough Districts Hospital.
Welcome back to Muddy Night Lights, powered by Farm and Home Supply. I'm Muddy River Sports Editor Matt Schuckman, hanging out in the CDS Office Technology Studio with Sports Director Chris Dewar. Our new digs.
Love it.
Love it. Love the new space. Excited to see what we can do moving forward within this space, whether it's podcasts, whether it's this show, whatever other things we come up with along the way. We've got a cool space now to do some things with.
One more credit to Bob Goff, the folks who own us, and all the great work you did before I got here. We're growing, baby.
We are, and it's a lot of fun, and it's a credit to everybody out there for viewing, for listening, for reading, for all those coaches and athletes who are willing to join us here on Monday Night Lights as well. I mean, we ask for people to take time out of their Monday nights, just like Grant DeWitt, taking time out of running a tournament to step away for a few minutes and chat with us. Jada Brown taking time to come in here and join us in studio. Wesley Robertson jumping on obviously they've got a big week ahead, the Illini West boys basketball team does. And again, that goes back to just how much we appreciate everything that goes on throughout this area.
Yeah, because not one of those people you mentioned tonight as guests is an attention seeker of any kind. And it's out of their comfort zone to be with us. We appreciate the trust they show in us to allow us to ask, I think, questions that people want to know the answers to.
And we've got another guest ready to join us here at the bottom of the hour.
Yes.
Matt Thomas, the Highland boys basketball coach, coming off the Highland tournament. Got the Tony Lanzini tournament coming up next week. He's got a big Lewis County matchup tomorrow night. Canton at Highland boys and girls doubleheader. So a lot of cool things to talk about. His first year at Highland, and you see the growth already midway through the season of that Highland boys program.
I've said for a long time he's as good with getting kids to a next level as anybody out there. So it has proven a really nice hire. It's only going to get better from Highland.
And we talk about coaches, being willing to jump on with us. They've got a JV game tonight. And he's like, yeah, I think we'll be done by then. But yeah, go ahead. Let's do it. And so really appreciate that across the board. We do have some games that have already gone on tonight. We have some games currently ongoing. A pretty big Monday slate, to be honest.
Really has been.
Yeah, so obviously out at 10th and Jackson tonight at the Pit. Quincy Notre Dame girls pick up a win over Pittsfield. Jacksonville Rout, the number 1 seed in the Winchester Invitational Tournament, survived a scare from South County, winning in overtime. The number 1 seed held on. Didn't look like it there in the fourth quarter when they were down 8 or 9.
No, it did not. But again, what we've seen over and over again from Route Catholic, if there's a big shot to be had, Bryson Mossman's probably going to make it at some point.
The other quarterfinal matchup taking place over there tonight, Brown County against Liberty. We will have coverage of that coming up at muddyriversports.com tomorrow. Brown County got off to a great start. Liberty's kind of rallied. It's 15-14 midway through the second quarter. So kind of the barn burner we may have expected.
However that shakes down, Thursday will be an interesting matchup with Route Catholic. Two different types of teams. Brown County's size may give Route Catholic a ton of trouble.
I think that game's Wednesday, isn't it? No, it is Thursday.
Thursday night.
It's the late game Thursday night.
Yes.
Okay. So even more reason for me to head over to Winchester.
I love this.
Well, and again, there are times because of the way the job is set up.
Right.
You're running. I've got to do some of this work.
Well, yes. You keep us grounded, good sir.
But it keeps me from getting out there as much as I would like, or maybe as much as I used to do.
Sure.
Which is just fine. But with you running and getting to so many games, you've had an opportunity to see some teams, including a Griggsville Perry boys basketball team that we hadn't seen yet.
No, and we're starting to knock those teams off the list because in early January, you have to do that because the focus is about to narrow to the teams that are really winning big.
It is, and with that in mind, that's where our adjustment of the week comes from.
Dr. J.
Yes, making sure your back stays cracked and teams stay on track.
I like that.
Thank you.
If the glove don't fit, you must quit. That's Shuckman, everybody.
Well, I just wanted to throw it out there because I know there's just an onslaught of witty repartee coming.
So let me set this up before we start going nuts here. Griggsville, Perry, Pleasant Hill.
Yes.
Co-oping this year.
Right.
Taking on a North Green team that was really kind of just beating them up in the first half. I believe it was a 9-point spread at the half.
Yeah.
And so Garrett White, far smarter than you and I are at basketball.
Griggsville Perry boys basketball coach.
Decides that he's going to start feeding the ball inside to his 5'11", generously 5'11", Pleasant Hill import, Bing Low. Sweet Chariot, coming forth to take... coming forth to carry me home. Great name. Short for Bingham.
Yep.
His sister, obviously, a heck of a softball pitcher all those years. Yes, over at Pleasant Hill.
Yep.
Well, Bing has got some game to him.
Okay.
And everything changed with that. And I didn't look at Bing and see post player, but Bing was unstoppable. All 5'10", 5'11" of them. Adjustment of the game, maybe not one you or I would have seen coming from the outside
Probably
looking
not,
in.
yeah.
But I think Bing exploded for 14 points in that third quarter.
I believe that's what it ended up being.
Yeah, and just changed the entire tempo of the game. And it's worth looking at because if you see the young man, you talked about it with Wesley Robertson, you see the inherent strength in what he does and the great pace. And it really served Bing Low very well moving forward.
Well, with that in mind, bada bing, bada boom.
If you like it, then you better put a bing on it. If you like it, then you better put a bing on it. Oh. Come on, let's go.
I didn't expect that one. That was pretty good.
Thank you.
This is the Adjustment of the Week, brought to you by Dr. J and Adjusting Chiropractic.
Tired of that old sports injury taking you out of the game? Give us a call at Adjusting Chiropractic to see if we can help you get back to living your life and doing the things that you love and enjoy doing. Now back to the guys. Here's the play that adjusted the outcome of the game.
Of all the Bing references you used in last week's highlights or threw down tonight, I still think Bing Low's Sweet Chariot is my favorite.
Tell you what, that was a fun night, and Bing probably hates us now, and that's fine. We understand.
We'll make it up to him.
Yes.
So on your way back from that game, because that game was played at Pleasant Hill.
It was.
So that's one of those, because of the co-op, they play a couple games at Pleasant Hill. That night was played at Pleasant Hill. On your way back through Pike County and Southern Adams County, were you just thinking of all these Bing references?
Dodging deer, trying not to stop at the Copperhead, and getting myself home as quickly as possible. Yes, that's how I occupied myself.
I think you should have stopped at the Copperhead.
Oh, the big references would have been off the charts had I done so.
Can you imagine the conversations you could have had at the Copperhead and how they could have helped you come up with Bing references?
Surprisingly quiet night at the Copperhead on my way home. Yeah, there were only 3 cars out front, which is rare.
I believe the last time I went past there would have been coming back from Calhoun after the Brown County Calhoun State semifinal game. And it wasn't maybe 100 yards past the Copperhead, 200 yards, something like that. One of the biggest bucks I've ever seen near a roadway. You know, you see a lot of does. You don't see a lot of bucks near the... This one came out of the woods right along the tree line, and it was massive.
Now, you being the deer hunter, who knowing much more about this than I do, I always start feeling safe from the deer purge when I get to the little creek just outside Kinderhook.
Okay.
Then I feel like, okay, there's no place they can jump out at me from here. And maybe I'm wrong, and maybe this is just wishful thinking, but that's always my thought process. If I can make it to crossing the creek, and I can't think of the name of the creek right now off the top of my head.
I know what you're talking about.
Just south of Kinderhook there, then I've made it.
Well, because then you're into Kinderhook, and then you're almost to the highway, and there's less likelihood of it once you get to the highway.
Surely.
I'm one of those that I never worry about it.
Again, you're a better man than I am.
I've had deer come out of the woods, run into the side of my truck.
Yeah.
I've hit a deer as a speed bump, literally right over top of it, killed it, but no damage to the truck, thankfully. And I've had a deer run into my truck, bounce off of it, roll, jump up, run away. I got out, no damage to the truck. Found fur around the headlight.
Oh, I believe that.
And that was it. Yeah. That was all the damage. There was no damage. There was just fur.
I hit one on 104. It was at the top of the hill. I could do nothing about it, and I've been kind of white-knuckled about it ever since. Yeah, so it's like
I know people that freak out over it and really worry. And I know when I was doing basketball games on the radio with Chuck Mann, he did not want to drive through Pike County during any type of season.
No, I can completely understand that. And it's like coming back from that first Brown County Calhoun game. It was bad that night. Yeah. And I think I counted 18 deer between Calhoun and moving forward. So it was not, or Hardin, I should say. Yeah. It was not great.
So again,
poor Bing. Great kid.
I'm wondering how much grief he caught from his teammates or his family or anyone else at school because of all the Bing references.
I just wonder if anybody before had sung Bing Low, Sweet Chariot to the poor kid.
Probably not.
Probably not. We're old.
And hopefully if they did, they did a much better rendition than we did.
I can guarantee you it was in better tune than what we just did.
Exactly. Hey, you know what? We still have the best highlight wrangled up this week to get to.
And we did a pretty good job with this one.
We did. And we got to shuck them up later coming up toward the end of the 8 o'clock hour like we normally do. So we got those to look forward to. But let's do the best highlight we wrangled up when we come back.
Sounds like a deal.
Let's take a break. This is Monday Night Lights, powered by Farm and Home Supply.
So what separates us most from all the other dealerships? It's the Toyota brand itself.
Once they buy a Toyota, they never buy anything else. #1 vehicle on the market, the best sedan on the market, some of the best reliable trucks on the market. And our main goal here is to try and get our customers the best payment possible.
We know the process and we pass that along to you.
We're simply looking to buy vehicles off the street.
And we want all makes and models of vehicles.
And you don't even have to buy anything in return. We'll just simply purchase it from you.
We can purchase a vehicle in 10 or 15 minutes or less.
We believe that accessing care close to home is better for you and better for your family. For 120 years, Hannibal Regional has been committed to providing community-based, contemporary health care. From state-of-the-art surgical care to innovative cancer care, and now life-saving open-heart surgery. We are dedicated to expanding access to exceptional care in each of the communities we serve. Hannibal Regional, why go anywhere else?
Meet us at the Scoreboard, 8th in York and Quincy.
The home of Quincy's best cheeseburger is now under new ownership. All our time-tested menu items, along with some great new additions, all cooked on our perfectly seasoned grill, are waiting for you.
New wings and new sauces.
Ice cold buckets at some of the best prices in town.
Or even in a frosted mug.
Corner bar comfort for your favorite game on 7 big screens. Or play your own game and win big.
The Scoreboard, 8th in York and Quincy.
For 135 years, State Street Bank has stood as a pillar of trust and stability in Quincy, Illinois. For generations, families have trusted State Street Bank to be part of their biggest moments. We look forward to the future with gratitude and excitement. Thank you for being part of our journey. State Street Bank, 135 years of banking you can trust.
Since Since 1929, we've been here to serve our communities with the best products and the best service. You are the reason we go to work every day, and we thank you for that. After all, we live where you do.
Welcome back to Muddy Night Lights, live from the CDS Office Technology Studios in downtown Quincy.
Well, Chris Dewar, how's the Highlight Wrangler wrangling you up right now?
It had one of its better weeks this week.
Good.
Obviously, we've had a lot of really good games and a lot of really good trips. And, you know, when you get to sit in Winchester and watch, you know, 5 or 6 games right out of the chute, that's always fun. And, I mean, it's, you know, and that car drives like a dream. It really has been. You know, can't say enough about the Jeep Wrangler, courtesy of our friends at Little Jess Motor Company here in Quincy. I'm a Jeep convert now. It didn't take long, but man, that's a fun vehicle.
You know, I have never driven a Jeep.
Really?
Yeah.
We might have to get you behind the wheel, dude.
Yeah, we might have to do that. I'm so used to driving a truck.
Yeah.
And luckily, tomorrow I'll be doing a shuck on a truck. The weather's optimal for it. We got 59-degree weather tomorrow.
I saw that.
So I've got one set up, I think a really cool one, with a former area athlete who went on to play college ball, who coached in college, and is now doing AAU stuff, and is an author.
I know who you were talking about now, so that should be fun.
There's your tease.
Yeah, that should be fun. I'm not going to give anything away, but that's going to be worth watching.
I will promise you this: we'll keep it to sports related and not any of the stupid things we both did when we lived in Columbia, Missouri together.
No, I want the separate. I want the separate behind this. Our friend Derek Paris does like one of those paid forecasts.
Yeah.
I want you to tell all your stupid stories on the paid forecast.
By the way, I got to hold a baby on Saturday.
Did you? Did you
was
enjoy?
Fantastic. Bex Logston.
Oh, you lucky devil.
Yes. Lance and Maddie Logston, former QU athletes.
If that
Lance
kid isn't an unbelievable athlete, there is something seriously wrong with the alleles.
And I believe Bex is 5 weeks old.
Okay.
I said 5 or 6, I think it's what it is. Eyes open the entire time. Yeah. It was fantastic. They were at the QU basketball game watching Lance's cousin, Jacob Wallingford, play. And so that was fun. That was a lot of fun.
What you should have done is try to throw a little soft ball past that kid and see if that, the wrists don't snap.
Well, but here's the deal. Dad was a college baseball player.
Yes.
Was a really good high school basketball player.
Yes.
Mom was an All-American volleyball player. We don't know what Bex will be. Lots of opportunities.
Yeah, boy, that's like I said. I'd like to buy futures on a kid like that.
Exactly.
Yes.
But shout out to Maddie and Lance. Congratulations.
Very cool.
And thanks for letting me hold Bex.
Yes.
That was pretty cool. With that in mind, and that brings me back around to the fact that we've both been so many different places and seen so many different people, but it's led to getting some really cool highlights.
And I got to see a game last week that I think is going to be pretty hard for me to top in terms of my travels.
Yeah.
You know my love of the Route Dome.
Yes.
You know my love of, getting a chance to go into Jacksonville, which houses 2 of the best gyms anywhere in the state of Illinois. And it was a big matchup, obviously. Number 1, Quincy Notre Dame. Route Catholic was once beaten coming in. I can't remember where they were ranked. I think it was 7 last week.
In the Class 1A state poll.
So, and Route came out of the gate, despite being flu-addled, jumped out to a big lead. Greg Altmix pulls his starters. There's apparently a message sent.
There could have been your adjustment of the week.
I could have very well. And I thought about that coming back. But the best highlight, you can't beat a game-winning shot. You just can't. And I not only wanted it for the shot itself, because that was spectacular in and of its own right that we were there to catch that, but Robbie Reed did such a good job defensively.
Yes.
Drew the hardest matchup on the floor against the 2-time All-Stater Bryson Mossman, who's a lefty, which isn't easy to guard either.
It just challenges your brain.
It does. And he's so unorthodox, and that shot is so low. It's perfect off his hand, but it's low. And that's not where you, as a shot blocker, traditionally try to block. But for Robbie Reed to get that moment, and I know the defense sagged off him at just the wrong time, but it was still the reaction, the catch, the game winner in a game that it looked like Quincy Notre Dame could lose in a hostile environment with 2 great crowds going at each other. Doesn't get any better than that. So Robbie Reed, best highlight we wrangled up this week.
Let's get to it.
So here's my point, Chuck.
Yes.
As somebody who, was a very marginal basketball player at best in my life, I would have completely blown that shot had I been that wide open.
Okay, let's be honest. It doesn't matter what level of player you are. There's a lot of people who would have been like, oh my.
The basket's open.
Yeah, I mean, it was the C's party.
They did.
It really did. And I think in that moment, you could be Michael Jordan in that moment, and in your head you're going to go,
Don't miss it.
Don't miss it. So Robbie Reed to be composed in that moment, to finish, and then you could see the excitement in him, Bo F-Tank, the rest of that team, that they won that game. Again, winning is still important to these guys. Yes, I know they're undefeated. Yes, I know they're number one in the state in Class 2A. But winning games, winning tight games. Look at the way they reacted to winning the State Farm Holiday Classic.
Oh, yeah.
These are moments these kids are going to remember. It matters to them. It's important to them. It's not, oh, hey, we just won another game. Oh, we're undefeated. Oh, no. Every time they step on the floor, it matters. And you saw it Friday night. I know they beat Pittsfield by 31 points. But you could see it mattered to them. The way they played, the way they kind of took control of that game in the second quarter, these things matter to these guys.
Well, you had the great line about Bo F-Tink hitting threes like he rolls home putts.
Yep.
I got to give our guy Ben Marr some credit because he was the guy before this season, and I always try to do my intel on Quincy Notre Dame from sources. He was the one who said, hey, watch Robbie Reed in football. Kind of before I heard it from anybody else. And then I started hear it echoing from other people.
Yep.
Man, has he been a versatile basketball piece.
Yes.
And the guy that you can use as a stopper.
And here's the thing. I don't know for a fact, because I've never sat down and asked him. We've had some conversations about how much he enjoys basketball.
Yeah.
I've never said, is it your number one love? I believe it is. I believe
Okay.
the way he's talked and the way he acts, I think basketball is the most important one of the sports he plays. There's a college home for him somewhere.
Yeah.
There's a fit for him. And I know you've got a Jace Allensworth going to QU. You've got Bo F-Tink playing golf at Illinois State. You got Gavin Dolman playing football at WIU. There's a home for Robbie Reed to do something special at the next level if he so chooses.
So here and there's always a place for guys that play defense like that in basketball.
Without a doubt.
If I'm Chad Braun and I'm at Monmouth football and I look at that kid, I could see that kid turning into Corbin Personette. The kid who was a really good high school player but got kind of overlooked a little bit on a team that was talented, or in Pittsfield's case with Corbin Personette, not great at the high school level.
Yep.
But getting to that D3 level and just being an absolute superstar as a defensive back.
It could very well happen.
Because Robbie has everything.
He does.
And that's the beautiful thing. So I don't know what his preference is, and I'm not trying to make recruiting connections.
Right.
But in a defense like that, that's the kind of guy I could see doing that type of thing.
I just think his athleticism, his length, his determination and drive, all tells me he could be one heck of a college athlete if he finds the right fit.
Well, and he gets the game.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. He knows his role and he plays it.
Well, and then that portends to more success for the Raiders because he's not the only one of that group that gets it. Watching them is fun. It really is. And again, it's not just because they're the best team in Class 2A right now. You just watch how they connect, how they feed off each other, how they share the basketball. It's fun basketball to watch.
Well, and they got a couple guys who are really good without needing shots.
Yep.
And that's always a great benefit.
Yeah.
Not everybody can be Jace.
And he doesn't need shots to be good. He
doesn't.
He scores, he does a lot of good things, and he takes advantage of his opportunities. But it's not like the ball hits his hands and everybody goes, oh, he's going to shoot it.
No, he moves the ball really well.
Yeah, so.
But he is an innate scorer.
He is.
And those guys aren't made, they're born.
Right. Yeah, exactly. So there is your best highlight we wrangled up this week, brought to you by Little Jess Motor Company. We still have Shuck 'em Up coming up here a little later this hour. But next, we're going to go hit up the Hess Auto Agency hotline and talk to Matt Thomas, the Highland Boys basketball coach, and about the progress his team is making here in a week between tournaments.
Can't wait.
Can't wait. So stick around. This is Monday Night Lights, powered by Farm and Home Supply.
Does the thought of retirement overwhelm you? You are not alone. For over 25 years, Benson Financial Group has helped people just like you craft a plan to retire with purpose. Call us today in Quincy and Hannibal.
Top 5 reasons you should choose
Blessing Raymond College.
Small classes, peer tutoring, and lots of personal attention.
Financial aid opportunities, including grants, scholarship, and loan forgiveness.
Successful outcomes, from pass rates to job placement.
Hands-on learning, clinical experience at multiple sites, and no wait list.
The Simulation Center.
Master clinical skills in this state-of-the-art facility.
Be ready for anything.
What are you waiting for?
Enroll with Blessing Raymond College today.
Neiman's, your neighborhood market.
Ready to retire on your terms? At Benson Financial Group, it's about more than money. It's about purpose. With over 25 years of experience, our team works together to craft a plan that fits your goals and values in Quincy and Hannibal.
Are you as excited as we are that football season is back? Then you need to make Jersey's your one-stop destination for mouth-watering burgers, ice-cold beer, and all your local sporting events. So gather your crew and speed over to one of Jersey's 2 locations, 109 East Jefferson and Camp Point, or 115 East Main Street, Mount Sterling. Jersey's Bar and Grill, your hometown sports bar.
We love beer!
Welcome back to Monday Night Lights, powered by Farm and Home Supply, coming to you from the CDS Office Technology Studio here in downtown Quincy. Matt Schuckman, Chris Dewar, and we're going to go right to the Hess Auto Agency hotline to chat with a coach who's got a week, I was going to say an easy week, between tournaments. You know, you had the Highland tournament last week, the Tony Lenzini tournament next week. This is not an easy.
Why are you throwing that voodoo on Matt Thomas?
This isn't a hey. We can take a break between tournaments.
Oh man, you're gonna run him off.
You gotta.
Yeah, no such thing as an easy week anymore. No.
Is there ever an easy week period during basketball season?
When you have a bye.
Nice.
When you get a bye week in there somewhere, and maybe you got a Tuesday off, then it lightens up a little bit. But outside of that, no, not even Christmas break. Usually you're trying to play and you're trying to practice. So no, there's not much easy to it once November hits.
Well, Highland coach Matt Thomas joining us on the Hess Auto Agency hotline. Coach, thank you for doing this, by the way.
Yeah, absolutely. Appreciate you having me.
Yeah, you do have a big one tomorrow night, the Battle of Lewis County, Canton coming to Highland. Should be a packed house, shouldn't it?
I would assume so. It's my first one, so I'm pretty excited about it. But yeah, we got a lot of things going on, and so hopefully it'll be a packed house. And a lot of excitement around our program.
What have you been told about this rivalry? Because I'm sure everybody has offered up an opinion to you to try to indoctrinate you as quickly as possible.
Yeah, well, and it's the same thing. I've been enough, and being in Palmyra, Monroe City, it's Highland, Canton. So they're all, everybody knows each other. So it just makes it even more intense. Nobody wants to lose the game. Nobody wants to give an inch. So, I think that's just the rivalries are fun, and I told the guys tonight at practice, if you can't get ready to play tomorrow night, there's something wrong with you. There's you aren't a true competitor. There's just something not right if you can't get ready to play this game tomorrow night. So, we're looking forward to it. Like I said, I like where we're kind of headed, the direction that we're trending. So, hopefully we'll come out and play well.
Well, you just led me right into my next question, which was going to be, how much growth have you seen from your Highland team so far this year?
Incredible, incredible. And from where we started day one, kind of, in the summer, where we are now, I told them the other night, I said, we're 1-11 and that's nothing we're not hiding from it. But we've been in a lot of ball games, and I told them, I said, we figured it up the other night. We've been in 9 of our 12, what I would say we're in the game, right? At halftime, we're down 7, we're down 8, whatever it is. So we've been there, we've played, but it's a matter of winning and learning how to win. How do we keep a second half lead, or how do we cut into the lead in the second half?
And it's kind of where we are right now. But I told him the other night, I said, it's not a lot of guys would still come back to work every day. You're 0-11, you're 0-10, you're whatever it is, and just keep coming back and keep coming to work. And so I think that's a huge testament to their character, of being able to, wanting to come back every night and keep working to get better. And we're significantly better. They understand that, and we know that. Now it's just a matter of putting stuff together and finishing off playing 32 minutes.
How much do you have to remind them, Matt, that there is a very bright future for this young group? Because nobody expected you to come running out of the gate first year, kind of a redo with what you're doing right now, and to be world beaters. But I do think there is some long-term hope and expectation, and that's going to be a good place to build from.
And it is, and that's, it's exciting because we've got one senior, and Chris is our lone senior that's here this year. So knowing that all those pieces, and they understand that also, that, hey, all these pieces come back next year, all the adversity, all the learning that we have done this year, next year will only make it better, make it easier. Think back to is it ever easy? Not really, but it makes the learning curve a lot less steep, So I think they're excited of where we're headed, where we're trending, what direction we're going. It's just like I said, they've come in and never given up. Keep working hard every day.
How important has it been to have a senior in Chris Gauss, who's a tough kid, he's been through some battles with football, with basketball, but still charges forward every day and fights his butt off? How important is that?
Yeah, absolutely. Because and he's one of the kids that I always point to our guys. He plays because he plays so hard. That's why he gets minutes on the floor. We got consolation here the other night in our tournament, and he was like, "Coach, it's the first medal I've won in basketball, in 4 years." So for him to keep coming back again every day and working as hard as he does and keeps talking to guys. But like I said, he's a big leader by example as far as how hard he plays and how hard he goes. And if you watch him, his motor doesn't turn off, and that's just a testament to him.
What has the journey been like for you coming back home? Because your roots have been here in basketball for a long time, with whether it was, on the bench at Central Lee or Palmyra. Just what's it like to kind of, go home again, for lack of a better word, to kind of throw Thomas Wolfe's quote back in your face?
Yeah, it is. It really is home. I grew up in Southeast Iowa, so I'm an hour from home. An hour from our parents. Like you said, Central Lee was my first job. We were at Palmyra for 7 years, so a lot of excitement. It's where people. It's your base. So knowing a comfort level, I guess maybe is the right way to say that. So it's been fun. It's been good getting back. It's been good for us, for our family, for my kids. So that's been a good thing.
As wrapped up as you are with your Highland team, there's something kind of cool happening in Ashland, Ohio, isn't there?
Yeah, there is. Our oldest is out there, and she went out to be a GA a couple years ago out there in Ashland, and they had some girls get hurt and some injuries, and so she ended up applying to NCAA. She got her 5th year, her COVID year, to play. So she's playing second semester out in Ohio at Ashland, and a very good program, and they have run into some injury bugs. So she's out there playing, went out there to coach and ended up playing, and she'll look to coach again the next year.
Matt, you're a dad, you're a coach, and now you're the dad to an aspiring coach who happens to be playing right now. But how much does Natalie rely on you just to how much does she check you with scenarios, or what would you do with this kid, or what suggestion do you have? Do you get a lot of that back and forth with her?
A little bit, probably not necessarily as much, since she's a GA. But we do, especially last year. What do I expect here? What do I expect going into this? So we did a lot of that. But she'll still call after game. Hey, did you see that? Like, what happened there? What'd you think about that? Or so it's fun. And then stuff over the summer. She'll see us do something, or she'll ask me questions. why'd you do that? Or come back and I think she saw us play over Thanksgiving break there once. And why'd you do that? Why didn't you play that kid? So, it's just like any young coach. Ask a lot of questions. Try and figure it out and figure out what works for you.
How much does the fire still burn in you to coach?
I don't. Does it ever go out? I mean, I don't know. I guess it's the competitor. It's kind of the competitor in you. And I I told our guys that the other day a little bit. I said that we're trying to learn how to win, and I said, you punch me in the nose, I'll punch you back. That's that's the mindset that we have to develop as a team. So I think when you're trying to do that, I can't play anymore. I'm too old, guys. Like that's far out the window. So this is my competing. This is my competition. Trying to get a team together and get a team to play that'll compete and compete at a high level. So it's still there quite a bit. I think some nights you look at it, you're like, what am I doing? I've been gone 4 nights. My like you said, my 3 kids. I got all 3 kids playing right now. I'm trying to chase them, watch them. But yeah, it's still there. I don't know if it ever necessarily goes away.
Had a chance to talk to you a little bit during softball season, and on top of coaching and being dad, you were doing some home improvement projects trying to get the house livable. Do you have any sanity left, Matt?
Not much. And you can ask my wife; she'll tell you the same thing. Not much. We're still trying to get the house going. That'll be. My wife says to me the other day, I said, look, it's going to be 2 years. Like you're just going to have to kind of bear with me for a couple years as we get stuff done. So, it's been busy since we got here in July. It's been extremely busy, running and school and basketball and trying to fix the house. So, I don't know, you rest, when you can, I guess. I don't know, sleep at home and go back to work.
Matt, you mentioned earlier, Chris Gauss mentioned it was the first medal he had won as a basketball player at Highland. Obviously, that was during the Highland tournament, which was last week. You got the Tony Lenzini coming up next week. How important are these mid-season tournaments to your guys?
I like the tournaments because it's district, right? It's the same setup as district, and so we always use it that way and use it as preparation for district. Hey, you got to win 1 to get to 2. You got to win 2 to get to 3. That kind of deal. So. That's kind of the way I look at those. It's always good you get into play. Sometimes you get into play a few extra people, some different people, some people you don't see throughout the year. But you get that busy week. They kind of figure out, how do we balance it? How do we get it right rest? How do we practice? How much practice do we get? Well, it's a short week on practice, so we got to get ready. So those are the ways that I try and use it. Hey, this is district. Same thing as district. Let's try and get ready and use it for that.
You are in an environment now where Highland is really seen as being a school on the uptick, state champions in girls golf, great softball program. Obviously, what Ashton's doing across the aisle from you with girls basketball. That winning environment and the receptiveness of people helps you ultimately, does it not?
Oh, absolutely. They're hungry here. And I think, not necessarily the community, but even the players, the community, they're hungry for winners. And Highland basketball's had a great tradition over the years. And so that's one of the things we're trying to get back to and we're trying to carry on. And so there's a hunger. And you can see at lower levels and trying to come through and trying to get kids in the gym and you can see that there. And it takes a little bit of everybody, right? It takes parents to get kids to camps and to workouts and all that stuff. So there's and like you said, that with the success that the girls are having, success breeds success, right? I mean, you look at all the schools over the years that have success in one thing and then it leads to another and then something else and everybody they understand how to win and you build toughness and you build that mindset, that winning mentality and mindset. So that's what we're trying to do. And it's gonna take a little bit, but that's where we're headed.
Well, you've got a good base going right now. Got a big game tomorrow night and a lot of fun games ahead of you, including the Clarence County Conference season. So, Coach, best of luck, and thanks for taking the time to join us tonight.
Yeah, absolutely, guys. Appreciate it, and we'll talk to you later.
Sounds good. That was Matt Thomas, the Highland Boys basketball coach, joining us on the Hess Auto Agency hotline. And he's right. It takes time to build this. But I think the foundation is being laid right now with what he's doing with this group and especially those younger kids. And I think we'll see Highland Boys basketball kind of emerge again.
The area is better when Highland is good at basketball. And it's axiomatic. It helps connect the dots in the Clarence Cannon Conference. And again, you can't argue with Matt Thomas's track record.
No doubt. So really appreciate him taking the time to join us tonight. And they got a big one tomorrow night against Canton. Girls game should be a lot of fun tomorrow night too.
Oh my goodness, yes. Yeah. That Canton team is very underrated.
Yeah. So, and we may have a Classroom Champions involving Canton this week, right?
We do, and what a great interview. And it was out there on social media a little bit, but had a chance to sit down with Brenna Brewer, who's been a big part of basketball and a huge part of softball. And what a delightful young lady. That'll be coming your way on Wednesday.
Yep. Classroom Champions brought to you by Dot Foods every Wednesday during the high school season.
Indeed.
So we're going to take a break. When we come back, we're going to shuck them up.
Point dust.
So stick around. This is Muddy Night Lights, powered by Farm and Home Supply.
Since 1985, Hess Auto Agency has been your trusted source for pre-owned vehicles in the tri-state area. Families have experienced the Hess difference for generations and know they'll get the best vehicle buying experience in our region. With an ever-changing inventory, you'll find the right car at the right price. So when you want the best, don't guess. Choose Hess. Hess Auto Agency, 1124 North 24th in Quincy.
Top 5 reasons you should choose
Blessing Raymond College.
Small classes, peer tutoring, and lots of personal attention.
Financial aid opportunities, including grants, scholarship, and loan forgiveness.
Successful outcomes, from pass rates to job placement.
Hands-on learning, clinical experience at multiple sites, and no wait list.
The Simulation Center.
Master clinical skills in this state-of-the-art facility.
Be ready for anything.
What are you waiting for?
Enroll with Blessing Raymond College today.
Kitchen and Bath Gallery of Quincy. Trained craftsmen and expert contractors with friendly professional service. Our design team helps with every step of the process, guiding you from a vision to reality with uncompromised service. Trust your home to the local experts. Get a free quote today. From concept to creation, Kitchen and Bath create remarkable spaces and innovative builds. Kitchen and Bath Gallery, your home reimagined.
Are you as excited as we are that football season is back? Then you need to make Jersey's your one-stop destination for mouth-watering burgers, ice-cold beer, and all your local sporting events. So gather your crew and speed over to one of Jersey's 2 locations, 109 East Jefferson and Camp Point, or 115 East Main Street, Mount Sterling. Jersey's Bar and Grill, your hometown sports bar.
We love beer!
Welcome back to Muddy Night Lights, live from the CDS Office Technology Studios in downtown Quincy.
Welcome back to Muddy Night Lights, powered by Farm and Home Supply. Matt Schuckman, Chris Dewar. We're nearing the end of our sojourn that we do every Monday night. We only got 5 of these left, I think.
Holy cow!
Yeah, I know. This is episode 20 of the high school sports season. We're going to go to the end of basketball season. I think our last episode will be the final week of the regular season.
Okay.
We may run over into postseason. We'll see how things go. But we've 5 or 6 episodes left.
Knowing you with various shootouts of very much import on the horizon,
yes,
I'm guessing a couple of these shows are going to have some themage to them pretty soon.
Yes. Next week's theme will be the Quincy Shootout.
Oh.
Obviously, we have a lot of powerhouse teams. I've been working on my preview packages for next week.
Does not surprise me.
I will be bringing you the
this man is a beast.
As I've done year in and year out with the Quincy Shootout, the A to Z look.
Love that.
At the Quincy Shootout. And we're going to have an A to Z look at the Muddy River Sports Pizza Ranch Superfan Shootout 2 weeks after that.
Was always appreciated when you do that. Yep. And man, I tell you what, the way that you've kind of adopted that thing, over the course of the years has been really cool.
It's been fun. And again, I know there are some concerns out there of what's the crowd going to be like for the Quincy Shootout. The Blue Devils don't have a marquee game this year because they're not at quite as good, especially as they were the last few years. The crowds are still going to be there. This is still high level basketball, and the matchups are fantastic.
We're going to see people that are going to be in the NBA in 4 years. I mean, you got to go.
Well, think about it. Last year, Brad Underwood, the Illinois coach, was in Blue Devils gym to see Keaton Wagler,
who has become one of the hottest rising freshmen in the entire country, and I've now seen projected as high as 12 in the NBA drafts.
I've been hearing top 15.
Yeah. So, and trust me, I look at a lot of mock drafts these days because I have no choice.
But that end tells you what to look forward to at Blue Devil Gym, and I'll break that down. Jermaine O'Neal.
Yes.
18-year NBA veteran.
One of my favorite
six-time
players.
All-Star.
Yeah.
Is going to be here as the coach of Dynamic Prep, which is one of the top 5 teams in the nation.
Well, and he is the comparo, if you look in those mock drafts, to Caleb Wilson, who's been so great for North Carolina. He was the original version of that long, tall, swat everything, rebound, and play defense like a demon.
In the ESPN SportsCenter Next top 25 national rankings, 5 of those teams will be in Quincy.
I saw that, including number 1. Are we still number 1?
No, not number 3 in the top 10, 2 in the next 15.
That changes pretty quickly.
Including Principia.
Coached by your guy, Jay Blossom.
Yes. So excited.
Who've been killing everybody.
Yes, wow, they're loaded. So that'll be next Monday night. We'll break down the Quincy shootout. I'm going to see if Eric Stratman will join us.
That'd be awesome.
In studio. Depends on how busy he is making sure that thing gets ready.
And he has that responsibility.
He does.
So yes.
We'll see if he's got time to hang out with us next Monday night, at least for a little bit, and break down the shootout and all that. Before we get to that, though, we still have a lot ahead of us this week.
We do.
And we still have Shuck 'em Up to get to.
Yes, we do. And we don't have a lot of time left. Man, that 2 hours went fast.
It really did. But this week's Shuck 'em Up play of the week, big play of the week.
Okay.
It's kind of twofold. It was like one big sequence.
Okay.
It was a game-winning shot followed by a rebound that led to free throws that sealed it.
Yes.
But Blake Arnsman of Mendon Unity took care of business at the end of a game in overtime to beat Liberty.
We talked about how great this week was.
Yes.
2 unbelievable games that night.
This could have been our highlight of the week.
Yes,
it could have been.
Yes.
But Blake Arnsman, he is this week Shuck 'em Up, big play of the week. Brought to you by Platte Daddy Barbecue.
Shuck 'em Up!
Yeah, the huge plays by Blake. Great plays by the Unity team in general. Adler Gray, just the way they finished that game last week was impressive. But that play to get the ball up the floor so quick with the game tied and Arnsman to finish at the rim and then come down and get the defensive rebound. He then went and made the free throws as well to help seal that victory. Big plays.
One thing that I don't think Keith Crothers ever gets enough credit for is that his teams are perceptive on the floor.
Yeah.
They're always tough and they're gritty because they have to be.
Right.
But they do a lot of stuff without having to be told as well. And you hear Keith constantly amplifying those lessons. And Keith has his own unique method of doing that.
Yeah, he does.
Yes, but man, does that resonate. So
he gets kids to play hard.
He does.
And to me, if you can get kids to play hard, they will find a way to win.
They do.
Not every single night, but if you can convince kids to play with all-out effort, then you're succeeding as a coach.
Well, and I think they know
and Keith Carruthers does that.
Yeah, and I think they know implicitly that Coach Carruthers has their backs. And I think a lot of that is why it works. There is a trust thing there that maybe people from the outside don't understand as much.
Yeah. So, again, Blake Arnsman, this week's Shuck 'em Up, big play of the week, brought to you by Platte Daddy Barbecue.
Boy, we had a good week with those features.
We did.
All 3 of those were really good this week.
I'm hungry for barbecue now.
I've kind of been craving that. Here's my thing. I missed my window because Jeremy has the meatloafs, and I so badly want to do the smoked meatloafs, but they were off the menu this month.
Oh, okay.
I missed it out.
I've never tried the smoked meatloaf.
Okay. Yeah.
Next time that's on the menu,
Yes.
it's a must.
You and I will go.
It's a must?
Yes.
Okay. I've heard really good things. Is it the honey glazed Brussels sprouts?
Oh, they're phenomenal. Yes.
I've heard so many people who.
Do you like Brussels sprouts?
No, not really.
Okay.
So, but
they're my favorite vegetable, and
okay.
probably he does the best version of them that I've had in a long, long time.
I've come to the conclusion my favorite vegetable.
Yeah.
Are green, red, and yellow bell peppers.
So I think especially, not as much with the green, but the yellow and the red add a certain snap, like almost a citrusy snap to things. So I would agree with you. I love those.
I really like doing like the mixed vegetables with the bell peppers in them with fish.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
That's kind of become one of my go-to meals.
So when Platt Daddy's does them, they do the half whole, which I really like. But I also like, and you can find them in bags, like shaved Brussels sprouts that they're almost like just little fine pieces that you can do as a salad or that you can throw into a wok and char, and then they get that. Anytime you can like almost char it to death, a Brussels sprout, they turn sweet and really tasty.
Knowing all the references you came up with Bing Low, I wonder what kind of references you would come up with for wok.
Oh, that's a good one. Yes, I could work some wok.
I'm sure you could.
I could work some wok humor into that.
You could work some magic there. Real quick before we head out, we've been monitoring the Winchester Invitational. Obviously, top-seeded Jacksonville route won in overtime over South County tonight to set up a semifinal matchup. It's going to be Brown County taking on Jacksonville route. Brown County up 60-43 late in the game against Liberty, and it was a 4-point game just a few minutes ago.
Yeah, well, and here's the thing. I think we're going to see, Brown County and Route is a game that I think both those teams need in the semifinals. I'm guessing, and I know it's really hard to beat a good team 3 times, but I'm guessing we're going to get Staunton over Calhoun again.
Yeah.
And, Staunton is a team, I talked to referee friends at Winchester on Saturday. Everyone who's seen them said that's a team that can play with and beat Quincy Notre Dame down the road in the sectional if it comes to that.
And I've had people asking me that. Yeah. Who's Notre Dame going to run into?
It seems like it's going to be Staunton. So
we got some fun things to look forward to the rest of the week at the Winchester Invitational Tournament. We've got the Hancock County Invitational kicking off tomorrow night. Those games will all be played at Southeastern. We've got the big matchup in Lewis County tomorrow night. Blue Devils are at home tomorrow night against Rock Island Alleman. And then as the week goes on, obviously those tournaments continue to play out. And then we got Wrestling Palooza over the weekend with the Hannibal Invitational and the Quincy High School Invitational.
We do. Quick shout out, by the way. Great job to the Louisiana boys. Grant Fricke and company with a big upset win over Clopton to take the Clopton Tournament Boys Championship. What a win, and that's a team that's kind of starting to show some life as well.
We saw some of those athletes during football.
We did.
And so you knew if it translated, they could have a run in them. And I think the next couple of years at Louisiana are going to be a lot of fun athletically because those young kids are starting to develop.
You're right, and they kind of missed the window at Monroe City, but man, they've gotten better since. So yes.
Lots to look forward to. The next week we got the Tony Lenzini tournament coming up, and then they'll get into Clarence Cannon Conference play, which, man, we saw earlier tonight the Monroe City girls beat Hannibal. Naren Hayes, 35 points, 9 3-pointers. Wow.
Take a walk with me. There might be an argument at the end of the year, as good as Naren has been and as critical as she's been to Monroe City, she may be in the conversation.
She may be, so we'll have to wait and see. But she's putting up some big numbers in big games, important games. She's playing really well.
She has been lights out. And man, when she's shooting well, she's unguardable.
Yeah, so again, great action on Monday night. We'll have updates on all that. We'll have our scoreboard updated here a little later tonight. We're doing a better job of updating that as we get going to the technological side of things.
You've done a really good job improving that, my man.
Yeah, trying to figure out how that all plays out. And I'm really happy in our new studio.
It's been great. First night, we're 2 minutes out from the end, less than that. Not many gremlins?
No gremlins that took us down.
No, we're still standing.
And we'll make some adjustments to the way this looks.
It looks a lot better, my man.
It does. It looks great in here. Kudos to Bob Goff for making sure
Randy Phillips
for setting all this up, all the technological stuff. Our guy Remington Yates
on the ones and twos back there spinning.
Our producer extraordinaire pushing the buttons and pulling the knobs, keeping us on the air.
That's nice.
So he won't be with us next week. He's got to be the voice of Lewis County when both teams are playing in the Tony Lanzini tournament.
I feel like we should drop in the Enya music.
Yeah.
I'm not going to do that. But no Remy, it's not the same.
It's not. So Randy Phillips will be here to help us out.
Oh, well, yeah, Randy's
make
good.
sure we are on the air and nothing goes wrong. So again, thank you to everyone for viewing, for listening, for watching, and for reading all the stuff we put out at muddyriversports.com.
And listening to our god-awful singing.
Brutal.
Big Low.
Sweet cherry. No, I can't do it. I can't even go past
I actually thought you were onto something there for a second.
You have a great week.
You do the same.
You guys have a great week. This has been another episode of Muddy Night Lights, powered by Farm and Home Supply.